All right, we're out here today. Howard and myself just watching out for the garden. It's the fall spring. The fall spring is here. Everything is awake. Nasturtiums are waking up. The garden's waking up. But it is a fall spring, and we have 2 weeks of freezes still in the forecast at 31 degrees. So, well, annual bed here, persimmon tree, still not awake. Annual bed is fully planted out. Garlic, onions, everything. I just put in potatoes in the walkways. I had no spot for potatoes. So all these little dark spots in the walkways are all mounds, not mounds, but they're potatoes that I buried in the ground. So make this real quick. It looks dead. It looks like nothing's happening. But as you get closer, there's tons of things popping up. We got carrots popping up, little onions popping up, more carrots. I think these are chards coming up, little kales coming up. Everything is coming up. I prefer to direct seed or just throw the seeds out and they start sprouting. These were all just thrown out. I don't remember when. More chards, onions. Same thing on this side. Lots of onions. When we go over to this side, we see that the fava beans are starting to flower. So we do have fava bean flowers. These things will get really, really tall. So they're up there against the trellis. These can handle the freeze. We got peas getting ready to trellis up all throughout, peas and fava beans, onions, garlic, all kind of stuff. And this garlic is getting big. It can't tell because of the camera. All that's going to be okay. But like dumb, I planted pole beans. Anyway, so that's it for the vegetable garden. All right, and I'm gonna take my notebook. Been journaling since 2022, and it's got records of all the freezes that come in March, because we're zone 7. Hey Howard, you ready? Okay. Now as we leave, this trellis will be covered. I'm not sure what I'm putting on it yet. We're coming up to the perennial section, and everything is in flower, from the pear to a pluot behind there, the Santa Rosa peach. We're gonna go walk through. Howard, come on. I can't let him stay back here. All right, buddy, thank you. So everything is awake and we've got freezes coming. Here are the flowers of the Orient pear. This one, it's been okay in the past, but it's still, when it's in fruit, it gets hurt. It gets black streaking and the fruit die. So thankfully we're not there yet. The fruit is tougher as the flowers are smaller. We look up Santa Rosa plum is just huge. It's huge. Orient pear tree looking up at the sky now, and now we're coming up to a donut peach. And it's just dropping petals. It's ready to go. And then we have a gummy berry, which is like 8 feet tall now, 6, 7 feet tall, something. And then we go up here, we have raspberry waking up. This is the fall gold. Let's come back up. We got the chickens still producing. They produced all throughout the winter. Too many eggs. This right here is a peach tree from seed about 4 years ago. And I'll get fruit for the first time on this peach from seed. I don't know what it is from. Here's an apple tree, still dormant. We had to remove this tree and we replaced it with a pomegranate. I actually put in 4 pomegranates this month. So that'll be interesting. All right. We have the Indian blood peach. Got way too big. Indian blood peach is massive. So let's keep going. We got other small stuff. We got a pawpaw here. We have a persimmon tree here. Japanese persimmon puts out huge, huge persimmons. And cherry plum tree. And a pluot tree. This pluot tree is coming out in this cherry plum right here is going to stay. It's definitely staying. It's been a tough one for a long, long time. Peach tree, this one is probably coming out. I just replaced it with a fig. I just chopped this off yesterday and shoved it in the ground, and this fig tree will grow and take over this peach tree, because this peach tree has been problems. Then we have this peach tree here, which is actually pretty dang good. We turned it into a lot of fruit last year. So we come back down here to the right, there's the cherry plum again. Apple tree, spring satin pluot that's getting cut out, contender peach tree. And if we look back, it's hard to tell for size, but that's a big ladder. And then we also have, if we go back this way, I put 2 trees in the same hole. These are apriums, apricots, and they've already fully flowered out. The rain's already knocked their petals off. They're coming out eventually. And this is a Korean giant pear, which is taking the spot of it. And over here we didn't go this way, we have a pawpaw tree right here. We have a pawpaw tree in the cage. We have a persimmon tree right here. And this is that big old Indian blood peach. Okay. We also have tons of grapes. I'm not going to go over that too, but every single fence line is a grape too, all the way down. Like here's one branching off. This will be the first year they've all fruited, because I've slaughtered the grapes many times until I figured them out. All right. As soon as we come out, we have a black currant waking up, strawberries. We have a Ayers pear tree in flower. Let's see. Now the front yard is only a couple years old, so we don't have much going on here. So we have another peach tree, which is coming out. This tree is coming out completely because this scale got out of control. It's killed branches, the vitality is gone. It is nasty, like it is nasty. So I sprayed it once, but I don't want to have to keep spraying it. So right here, I put in a pomegranate. This pomegranate right here is going to grow, and this peach tree is coming out. It'll be sad, but it is what it is. Strawberries, blueberries, sages, nothing on that side really. Pear tree. We took out the, I don't remember exactly what pear tree this was, but it was hit awful. It was an oriental pear, and it was hit awful with blight over and over. So this one is a Tam persimmon taking its place. So it'll be dead here for a while, but long term, I'll be glad I put this persimmon in. Pineapple guava bush. It's about 6 feet tall, 7 feet. It lost half its height during the ice storm. I've already passed like 15 blueberry bushes. I keep forgetting, but these are all flowering now. They're starting to open up. We have the bottle gourds, which I've been turning into birdhouses like crazy, and birds are moving into them. Bananas starting to wake up. These produced a ton of bananas last year, but they're these small little nasty ones, and I didn't water it or fertilize it all year. So this year I'm going to be running my rain barrel into it a lot and seeing if I can force some out. But the chickens really love the banana leaves when I had no greens, so I may keep it just for chicken fodder. Propagation station, we're working on some rosemary. We got some kales and stuff already sprouting. We got sugarcane, a couple sugar canes in there. We're trying the Arctic hardy kiwi again. I can't get it to work here no matter what. We've got figs being propagated, miracle berry plant, and we got some peppers in here and some figs. Stuff starting to sprout. And let's keep going. Here we have the luscious pear. I didn't get to try it. Don't know if it's going to stay yet. We have another peach tree from seed that's about between 3 and 4 years old, flowering for the first time. And then down here is where I threw another pomegranate, because chances are every peach tree is coming out, including this one. And because it's a peach, and I don't want to spray for the bugs, so that will take its place. Here we have a neighbor's mulberry that drops tons of mulberries. Loquat. These were little scraggly stems, but again, last year we got fruit, this year we got fruit. The problem is that we're not done with the freezes yet. So the freezes are gonna come and they're gonna take them. All the small ones have been knocked off, but when you hit them and smack them and pull them, these don't come off. Unfortunately, they're probably gonna be lost because we're getting nights in the 30s, like 31, 32 with snow. So loquats won't make it. Okay, if we go to the front edge, we have our first pawpaw tree, and it's in flower. It just started flower, so this will be the first year for that one. Come back up, we have a cherry tree. I haven't had cherries yet, but I think these might be some fruit buds. I don't know yet, but this thing is big. Big old cherry rosemary, about 4 years old. I don't know how big it is. Apple tree right here. And here's the big pawpaw right here. It's about 5 years old. And this thing is fully open. Let me back up. Look how many open flowers. Tons of open flowers. So I heard pawpaws can re-leaf out, like they're, not re-leaf, but send out new flower buds if these are damaged, which I hope they can, because I love the pawpaws. And then down here, we have a third pawpaw tree. I mean, I've got about 8 of them here. This one hasn't opened its flowers yet. They're still small flowers, so there's a little bit of hope. And here's a new project we just did, putting bamboo together, wiring some strings, and I put in some tomatoes and some squash and some beans and some other stuff. It's supposed to float. Here is, or not float, but climb up the vines. Here is cherry tree. This thing is about 4 years old, maybe 5 years old. Yeah, maybe 5 years old now. And this thing is huge, full of these birdhouses that the birds are already moving into. And they're really simple to make. You know, blueberry bush. Let's go back this way. Tons of blackberries. There's like 30, maybe 10 blackberries throughout the yard. Fig. It didn't die back this year, so I'm excited for how big it's going to be. More blueberries. Fig. We're coming up to the front part of the house. Blackberry, we already been here. Hey, there's a lot of stuff I didn't go through, I guess. Here is a pineapple pear. The blight didn't bother that last year. And I think that's gonna wrap everything up. I'm gonna try to make this short. Also, when I went through pruning, I took lots of extra attempts at grafting. I'm pretty sure I jacked them up pretty bad, but here's one. Here's one. The Moonglow pear was absolutely horrible at fighting blight. It did not stand a chance. So I don't know how to graft. I think it looks goofy. I don't think it's gonna work, but you know what? I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep doing it anyway. Same thing with the spring satin pluot. It's coming out. That's why it's chopped so rough. But I might try grafting. And if I do, I'm just gonna send tons of these cherry plums all over the yard, and that's what I'll have. Yeah, there's tons of grass all over, but I don't think we need to go through, but the dream came true with the whole design. It started to, minus this section to the right, that I would have a canopy ahead. And as I'm looking, I see flowers falling everywhere. Just falling everywhere, way above my head now. And I see myself being able to sit here under these fruits in the shade for the first time that I've been able to actually harvest fruit and be reliable and be under shade. I think I'm going to get it this year. So that might, here's tons of other projects too. I popped in this fig last year, just a stick, shoved it in between the mulch and the log because I know it's moist in soil. I did it all along here. Here's a gummy berry that I stuck in, and I see it's leafing out, so I may have seeds or roots on this gummy. I'm doing it everywhere. Here's another plant. Like, why not, you know? Tons of other stuff too, hidden. Like, here's another pawpaw way down there. I mean, there's way too much, way too much. I'm doing another bamboo teepee thing right here. And if we can just figure out something back here. This whole garden is brand new. It's been refreshed, rebuilt. You know, I've got nasturtiums popping up. Those might be hit by the freeze coming. Those aren't going to be happy. And back here, again, I also have this trellis right here that I got for free, as well as this table I got for free. And I've got a grape growing up here, a muscadine grape. And once it takes over, this sheet is coming off. But also, another cool little thing is up here, we have a visitor. We have a new, I don't think you can see it, but yeah, we have another bird that just moved in. These birdhouses work. They're great. But unfortunately, they don't last forever. I've had them for a couple years now, but sometimes the strings pop, so I had to start putting these tough ones on here. But it works anyway, and that's it. The freezes are coming in the next 5 to 12 days, and probably more. It's gonna hurt a lot, but I'm doing this so I can look back and not be stressed, just like on here. And all the trees that get hurt gotta go. And if I can't plant it because of the climate, I'm just gonna stop planting it and just let the stuff come up. So far, it looks like I'm gonna be eating just raw onions and raw garlic and carrots. But we'll see.